Hi, we're Rob and Kathy. Join us in our travels in Australia and beyond. As you can see, we're back on the beautiful central coast of New South Wales. It's a public holiday and we're making our way to Gosford. Transport Heritage New South Wales are running steam train rides from Gosford to the Hawkesbury River, and we've booked to go along for the journey. The train departs from Gosford and winds its way along Brisbane water, taking in the vistas of the Hawkesbury River. We duly arrived at Gosford Station. It was a cold and windy morning with a predicted maximum of just 14 degrees. Crossing over the tracks, we got our first glimpse of the steam train. And we were accompanied on our journey today by our good friends Francis and Laurie. The carriages are in excellent condition and very much in keeping with the times. The trip to the Hawkesbury is there and back, with no opportunity to turn the train around. As a result, the run to the Hawkesbury is driven by a diesel engine, and this beauty was built in 1961 and still running. The 4501 has been with Transport Heritage since 2007. The diesel will average 40 kilometres an hour on the outward trip. That's because the steam train at the other end, travelling in reverse, can only maintain that speed. So the real star of the show is locomotive 3526. The 35 Class R460 locomotives for those railway enthusiasts. It was built in 1917, so it's 108 years old, quite the veteran. It's the only C35 class locomotive left in existence. The class was referred to as the Nannies or Naughty Nannies due to their NN designation. During the 1930s, it operated the Caves Express service from Sydney to Mount Victoria. The 3526 was withdrawn from service in 1967 and was then owned by the New South Wales Rail Transport Museum. It was given a complete overhaul and in 2018 was unveiled at the Thirlmere Museum of Steam. You can travel in the open saloon car at $36 per person, or book a private compartment for up to 6 people for $174, which is excellent value. We chose the private compartment. And then we were off. And the diesel began to build up speed. We soon left Gosford Station behind us, and we had some magnificent views of Brisbane waters. We had tunnels, and also the volunteers came in and talked to us in the cabins, and they were extremely knowledgeable about everything to do with the train. Back into the daylight and more views of Brisbane waters and the Hawkesbury. An opportunity round the bend to catch the front of the train. You can see the diesel powering away. Over the Hawkesbury River Bridge. And here's a blast from the past. This is the old Southern Aurora, which used to do the journey from Sydney to Melbourne overnight. And way back, about 1,000 years ago, we actually did that trip on the Southern Aurora. And the volunteers who come up from down south around Thirlmere way sleep on the Southern Aurora while they're up here for the weekend. And we slowed down and pulled into Hawkesbury Station. And we were there for about half an hour while they refilled the water. And this is the postal boat. It takes passengers on its trip around some of the smaller villages delivering mail. And this should be the subject of a video over the next few weeks. And then we were off once again, but this time under steam. Started to build up speed, and we had another view of the Southern Aurora. Love that sound. Back over the Hawkesbury River and into a tunnel. We really were building up speed under the steam engine, which could reach speeds of 80 kilometres an hour. The stations went by in a blur. But then, all too soon, we started to approach Gosford once more. And sadly, slowed down as we pulled into Gosford Station. We really enjoyed this journey. Something totally different. We disembarked and watched as the mighty 3526 prepared for the next load of passengers on its trip down the Hawkesbury. If you enjoyed this video, you might press the like button and think about subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.